Hey, what's up? The Goggins run is happening this weekend, the 4x4x48. It's happening on March 4th, 5th, and 6th. And if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in doing it, and you probably want some tips on how to survive it. So last year I did the Goggins run. I'm not doing it this year. I got other things to do. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of preparation. But I did it last year and it was really good. It was a really, really excellent experience. And if you're planning on doing it, I just want to let you know it's totally doable. I'm not much of a runner, but I was able to do it. It mostly came down to preparation. I'm going to say that a lot throughout this video. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is sharing with you my experiences from last year. So I did a bunch of recording kind of before I started doing the run on how to prepare, before and after, like rehab and prehab type stuff to get my body ready for the running, food prep, as well as I did kind of a little vlogging in between some of the runs to kind of give you some ideas of the mistakes that I made, and maybe you can learn from these and not repeat the same mistakes that I made. So just to give you a heads up, like I said, I'm not much of a runner. I didn't even do a lot of running to prepare for this. I just ran like 6, 7, 8 kilometers every couple days. The only thing I did that was unusual was once a week I'd get up really, really early, like 4 a.m. and go for a walk and come back just to see how I would react and if I could fall back asleep. And then every week I just kind of did that a little bit earlier. You know, I'd get up at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, just to see how it could go. I wasn't trying to run this for like the max, you know, get the best time like that. I just wanted to do every run and survive it. So for those of you who are not familiar with this, it is 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. It starts Friday night at 8 p.m. West Coast time, which is where I am. I'm in Vancouver. And you go midnight and then 4 a.m. and then 8 a.m. You repeat that. So like every 4 hours until Sunday at 4 p.m. So like I said, it's totally doable. If you're not much of a runner and you've been kind of getting yourself ready for this, the rest of it just comes down to prehab, rehab, getting yourself, your body ready and recovering, and the nutrition. So I'm gonna share with you what I did before the runs and after. I'm gonna share with you my food prep and how I got ready for it nutrition-wise. And then, like I said, share some of my mistakes with you and some of the things that, you know, I kind of found interesting about the run. A couple things I didn't mention is just how I kind of set up my sleeping. I didn't bother sleeping during the day. I would just take these little like quick 15-minute naps. At nighttime, after the midnight run and the 4 a.m. run, I would just come home and just lie down on my bed. I would just take off all my sweaty clothes, lie down, and that was pretty much it. I'd get up about 15 minutes before I start running again, get dressed, and then just go. And then I'd run at 4 a.m. and come back and just lie down, take off my clothes, just lie down on my bed. You know, the less you have to do in between at nighttime, the better off it is, I found anyhow. And then during the day, I could take, like I said, little crash naps. I got everything ready. Besides the food and all that other stuff, I really focused on making sure I had everything ready. So I had like socks and running gear and rain gear and underwear and running clothes. So no matter what the temperature was, if it rained a lot, I would just be ready to go. I could come home, take off the wet gear, throw it in the wash, whatever, throw it on the floor, and then just have new gear ready to go every time. That made it a lot easier to deal with because you don't want to be doing all these extra things. You want all these other, you know, domestic responsibilities when you're trying to do something like this, you know, the equivalent of 2 marathons almost over 2 days. So with that being said, let's get into the video. We're going to talk about the prehab, rehab, preparation stuff first, and then the nutrition, and then the vlog stuff after. All right, food prep. Went to Costco and another store and got a bunch of stuff. So I got a whole bunch of veggies. So I got fresh vegetables, as fresh as they're going to get anyhow, ready to go. I got a big old shepherd's pie. This thing's like a couple pounds worth of potatoes and meat. The reason why I'm going with this is because as far as complex carbs, I don't really like flour. Especially if I don't sleep well, I find it doesn't work well for me. So potatoes and rice. Speaking of rice, I got some Mexican rice, cauliflower packages, like fresh cauliflower, salad, some keto chocolate bars, little snacks. Also got a bunch of noons, so for rehydration. Probably have a few of these throughout the weekend. Some reds. It's kind of like when you have those green mixes, but reds. So beets and berries. So I have enough greens already. So, and of course, all my regular supplements: vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, all that stuff. The reason why I have this all, it's just ready to go. I've done my laundry. I've cleaned my house. Everything's done. All I have to focus on is the run, the recovery, and trying to sleep and just fueling up in between, and that's it. So I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. I don't have to do anything. I'm good to go. Preparation. All right, so one of the things I'm gonna be doing before every run is getting some Vaseline and moisturizing / lubricating my feet. So anywhere I felt hot spots in my practice runs, I'm gonna make sure I get that. The bottom of my feet, any place I've had blisters before, I see them a lot. When I was fighting and training on like linoleum floor, my feet would get blistered up. I've also identified a couple of hot spots from some of the newer shoes I got. So I'm putting moleskin there, wherever I felt that. Because I follow a couple, like, Goggins obviously is a Navy SEAL, Green Beret, and I think Delta Force. So I follow some people who on YouTube, like Mike Glover, who talks about it. He's a Green Beret. He talks about how if you know you're going to be doing a lot of stuff on your feet, a lot of marching or hiking or rucking or whatever, you really need to take care of your feet. It's an important part of it. A lot of people end up bailing out of training selection stuff because they don't take care of their feet. So I looked up some different ways to do that and said, yeah, like break in your shoes. I've been wearing my shoes and getting them ready to go. Lubricate your feet before and after you run, and identify any hot spots. So when I run too, I have moleskin with me. So if I start to feel something, I can just stop, peel it off, put it on. I have duct tape too. If I need that, I can use that. So important, right? Preparation. Now it's a preparation, saves you a pound of the medicine, right? The other thing I'm gonna be doing is foam rolling, especially my calves. I have plantar fasciitis, which is a tight pain in my heel in the bottom of my foot. And that's because the calves get tight and pulls on the muscle, Achilles tendon that goes to your heel, that messes with the fascia in the bottom of your foot. So making sure I foam roll my legs before and after I train or run, and some stretching. So just 5 minutes, 5 minutes of preparation will make the recovery a lot better, and I'll be in less pain hopefully. And it doesn't sound like much, 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after. That's 10 minutes. I'm going to be doing 12 runs, so that's 120 minutes. That's 2 more hours throughout the weekend. 2 more hours that you have to dedicate to the overall training experience, because that's just what you got to do. I mean, if you don't stretch after, you're going to be sore and everything's going to suck. So, especially since I'm not going to be sleeping very much, I'm not going to get that solid sleep in between, maybe some naps, but you got to do what you can to recover and to prepare your body after. So foam rolling, stretching, hydrating, electrolyting. I know that's not a verb, but whatever. Making sure my body's gonna recover as much as possible and get prepared as much as possible. By the way, this is a Lululemon foam roller, and this thing is awesome. I've used a lot of foam rollers, this is easily my favorite one. All right, I just got back from my 5th run. So this is 12 p.m. on Saturday. I'm just having a cup of coffee, and I thought I'd make a note of this before I forget. The run started really, really good. Started running, sun's out, it's not cold, people are out, smiling, everyone's happy. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up a little bit, start running a little bit faster than I have been. And about 2/3 of the way through, so around 4 kilometers or so, I just hit a wall. I started feeling a little bit lightheaded. And I realized it's because I haven't eaten since like dinner time yesterday, so 18 hours. My coffee maker's gonna explode. So if you're used to fasting, get unused to that, because you're not sleeping, you're not gonna be recovering the way you normally do. So make sure you're eating. All I had to eat between 6:30 last night and noon today was a banana. So don't make that mistake. Keep up on the calories and the hydration and the sleep if you can get it. You are gonna need it. That's it. I'll update this again later on if I have anything to say. Bye. Okay, I just finished run number 6. It was better than 5. I didn't start fading like halfway through, but man, my legs are heavy. I started off with 40 minutes, so it's like the 10-minute mile. The last one was 51 minutes, so definitely slowing down, but halfway there. Been real lucky. Weather's been okay, so knock on wood for that. The 8 o'clock run's supposed to be decent weather too, so after that, that's home stretch. Yeah, I guess the lesson from this one is make sure you drink water and eat before you go for a run. All right, it's Sunday morning, 8 o'clock. I'm about to do run number 10. Run number 9 sucked. It took me almost a full hour. My calf muscles really hurt right now. I'm too tired to make coffee. One of my friends gave me this thing though. It's a 7 Summit Snacks. It's a chocolate bar. It has caffeine in it, which is awesome because I don't normally eat chocolate for breakfast. by any caffeine. It was really good. Also, it's rained now, which is awesome. I'm being sarcastic, but I'm too tired to even do that properly right now. Yeah. Just 3 more runs, then I can die. Okay, bye-bye. Oh yeah, I just finished run number 10. It's 64 kilometers now, 40 miles. I got 2 more to go. Felt pretty good at the beginning. The sun came out, which was awesome. That sugar caffeine boost hit for about 20 minutes, and then the next half hour after that was kind of shitty. But at least it was nice out, and the air is nice and clean and fresh, and yeah, it's good. This is not an easy thing to do, but little things like that go a long way. You know, just having some fresh air and not getting pissed on. That's it. I'm gonna go have a shower. 2 more to go. All right, I just finished run number 11, and I feel pretty good. I mean, it was not that bad. My legs are sore, my calves are really tight, but other than that, it's been good. The weather's been awesome. It's supposed to start raining at 10 after 12, according to the weather app. According to the weather app, it's supposed to rain all weekend. I went and bought like extra rain gear just in case, and it hasn't rained once on me. Oh, even if it rains on the next one, the last one, I don't even care. So either I'm really lucky, or it could have been the goat that I sacrificed on Friday. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I'm still dry, so that's awesome. And it has definitely rained, it's just not when I'm running. It just like gets pushed up each time. So that said, I have 1 run left. I don't care if it rains. I don't care about anything. I'm gonna go hard the last run. The last 3 runs have all been 50 minutes. I'm gonna try and shoot for 45, maybe a little bit less. And that's it. Oh. All right. Done. 12 rounds, or 12 rounds. Fucking feels like 12 rounds. 12 runs. 80 kilometers, 48 plus miles. I think it's like 50 miles away or something. Yeah. The last run was really nice. It was warm out, sun was out. My calves and the plantar fasciitis, the pain in my feet though, Jesus, it's making it so like I'm taking like the smallest steps to stay on the ball of the feet. So everything takes twice as long, it feels like. And it puts more pressure on the calves, so they're even more, whatever, stretched out. Is this thing cockeyed again? Anyhow, this was good. This was tough, but it wasn't impossible. If you're not a big runner like me, like the most I've ever done was maybe a few miles at a time, this is totally doable. You just have to get ready for it. You have to be, I know I say it a lot of times, you have to be prepared. You have to have everything in order before you start the running, and that makes it a lot easier. The toughest part for me was the 4 a.m. thing. Getting up at 4 a.m. to exercise and trying to get back to sleep and getting up at 8, those were rough. The midnight ones weren't too hard. The rest of the days weren't too hard. Again, I was pretty fortunate that the weather was really nice for me. If it had been pouring rain, it would have been a different story, I'm sure. This is doable. You can do it. I'm not a runner. I'm not in super great shape. I'm 44 years old, you know, as far as fitness and all that stuff, I'm probably a little bit higher than the average person because of the Muay Thai and the martial arts training. But it's all in your head, man. It's mental. If I can do it, you can do it. And as far as actual running preparation, it was less than 2 months. I saw this thing back in January, so that's when I started running. So that's it. I'm going to eat my face off. Not my face, but I'm gonna eat a lot. I'm gonna drink some beers and partake in some herbal relaxation remedies. And that's it. Until next time.